guess this would be the opening ceremonies. Some guys wear their heart in their sleeve, not Bill. All right, this is my opening ceremonies. Oh, very well. Please, showing you here, if most of you don't know, the Highland Games, of course, come from Scotland. This is a little event they have called tossing the caber, not to be confused with tossing the cookies, which we do a lot of at the lodge. And Bill, this is very much what Bill, no, no. So I put the bungee cord, one of the other secret weapons at the lodge, around there. Now that'll help. I think that'll help a lot. That should keep it right. Now you gotta let. There we go. Oh. No. Drop that down, Bill. There's a train coming. Attaboy. All right. I thought this time if I can help him balance it, maybe give him a little push. Get him going in the right direction. There. That looks better. Oh, the sign. Oh. There's a lot more to this than meets the eye. Maybe if he had pants on. Where'd that go? Got an end over end. Bill, I think it's behind you, Bill. Yeah. That's going well. You see why Scotland doesn't rule the world. That's a little horizontal, Bill. Oh. Well, now you realize that you don't have to be Scottish to do this. You just got to be angry. I'll take it out there. I think about where I'd like to toss the caber, but instead of that, I throw her up into the air. Let her go, Red. Oh, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. It's over here, Bill. Oh, boy. And, of course, for the closing ceremonies, they have the traditional Highland dancing. Coming up, Dalton Humphrey's going to show us some valuable antiques, and you can learn about success from Mr. Success, Winston Rothschild. Well, this goof who bought the lot next door is definitely not one of the guys.
But you met him. You liked his backhoe and his bobcat and his bulldozer.
Harold, you can't judge a man by his equipment. He used all that stuff to clean up the lot.
The nerve.
Got all the trucks in there and hauled away all the rusted junk. Our entire parts department up and hauled away. I know there were 2 great snow tires in there. I'll tell you, when he towed away that 74 Torino with the Landau roof hanging down the side, wasn't a dry eye in the lodge. Then he hooked up a brush hog and used that to remove every piece of scrub. Yeah, sure, he's got a great view, but he's taken away everything worth looking at.
Well, Uncle Red, it's his property now. He can do what he wants with it.
But there are community standards, Harold. Is he going to build a nice house? Is he going to cut the grass every week? Is he going to landscape the property? And if so, how do we stop him? We're out here by the main highway at Humphrey's Everything Store to get another's land on these city people moving up to the country. And here's our resident antique specialist, Dalton Humphreys.
I'm a lifestyle recycler.
All right, what do you think of these urban refugees moving up here, Dalton?
Yeah, I say God bless them, because, Red, the first thing they do after they put in their satellite dish is fill their country homes with rusty plates, broken chairs, and old phones that don't work.
Antiques?
Bingo.
Yeah, I got these antique magazines here.
Well, no, those are a good investment, Red.
Really?
They're full of antiques.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, antiques are never old news. Now, you get a news magazine, it's not worth anything a week later.
Good point.
Sure.
Look what they got for sale here.
Uh-huh.
Partially restored carriage house, circa 1840.
No, you have to watch the language in those ads, Red.
Oh.
Yeah, partially restored, that means it's an unsalvageable money pit and the owner's bailing out. Circa 1840, well, see, that was pre-building code. You're not going to find a lot of great plumbing and electrical work back then.
I guess that's why this guy who bought next to Possum Lodge is building his own house.
Yep. And in the process, raising values of property all over the area, even Possum Lodge.
What's that going to do to our taxes?
Oh, nothing good, no. That's why I recommend anyone coming from the city just buy themselves one of those big, long trailers and just park it somewhere.
Yeah, and then fill it full of expensive antiques.
Oh, amen to that.
Welcome. And today on the expert portion of the show, we're being joined by Mr. Winston Rothschild. Alrighty, we got a letter and it goes as follows. It's from a person. Dear experts, I have a law practice in Toronto and my daughter is also a lawyer. I have always encouraged her to strive to be the best, but she is now doing better than I am, and I'm having trouble dealing with that. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, you know, I've waited my whole life to give advice to lawyers, but this one's got me stumped. How about you, Winston?
Well, I don't know. Let's take it from the daughter's side of the point of view, the perspective of the thing, eh? I mean, this to me sounds like a classic case of your pot calling the kettle back.
So what you're saying is that maybe she's not trying to surpass him. Maybe he's just like, you know, a lousy lawyer. Oh, like that district attorney on the Perry Mason show? that guy never won a case, ever, never. Well, you know, at least not ones they televised. You know, he must have won some that they didn't show, because he was on that program for like 12 seasons, so...
Hamburger.
No, it's true.
No. That was his name. Hamilton Burger.
You know, that guy reminded me a lot of my old man, eh? Oh, yeah, because my dad was always winning, and I was always hamburger, eh? I'll never forget, you know, he used to say things to me like, "Hey, Winston, you're useless."
I'm sure he was probably kidding, you know.
Yeah, it's just like when Uncle Red calls me doughhead.
No, it's not like that.
Actually, you know something? It was good for me. Sure, it helped pull myself up by the bootlickers. Oh, yeah. I mean, do I sit or do I get off the pot, eh? And now look at me, eh? I got the #1 septic sewage sucking business in the whole county. I am sitting pretty.
Okay. What we learned today, then, is that it's what you think of yourself that is important, and not to let your self-worth be dictated to you by your father or your daughter.
Or your nephew.
Or your uncle.
Worms, by me. Spring has hit the city, there's leaves on every tree, and worms festoon the sidewalks as far as the eye can see. Trampled under boots and heels, they're flatter than Bobby V. At the lodge, the worms are luckier. They get to go fishing with me. I'll tell you, real estate is a complicated business. The guy next door just got finished improving the value of all our properties, and now he's put the lot up for sale. I'll tell you, he must be seeing something that none of us can see.
Yeah, Possum Lodge. But you got a clear view of what this place really looked like. You didn't want to live beside it.
Suits me fine. Nature takes care of its own, Harold.
No, but just think of it, Uncle Red. If we clean this place up, we can really increase its value.
Yeah, but it will do the same thing to the lot, Harold, and then the price will be too high for us to afford.
Well, so what? You're not going to buy it anyway.
Only because we don't have to. See, if we fix up the lodge, then the value of the lot next door goes up, then somebody's going to want to buy it, and we got to outbid them, which we can't afford to do, and we end up with new neighbors, which we don't want. This way, we don't have to do any work. We keep the property taxes real low. Nobody moves in next door. We get a free place to store all the burned-out equipment. Name me one thing wrong with that plan.
Well, it's ugly, it's an eyesore, it's an environmental hazard, and it's illegal.
I said one thing.
Okay, it smells.
Well, you get used to that. Real men do.
I said it smells good. Oh, cry on the possum, that's meeting time, isn't it? Well, I guess I'll just go be with the other men.
Somebody should warn them. If my wife is watching, I'll be a little bit late tonight because we're going to go over to the lot there, throw all our broken furniture and a few rusted out hot water tanks. We got a 75 Omni we're towing over, got no doors, no motor in it and everything. We got about 200 Army surplus metal bed frames. I'll tell you something, Bernice, we're getting our lives back here. And to the rest of you, thanks so much for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang out here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice.
Special presentation for you tonight. Winston's got something so great. This is great. Don't go anywhere. Don't look yet, but you can look now. Hey, guys, watch your head.
To find out more about Possum Lodge merchandise, call 1-800-Y-POSSUM or check out Harold's homepage on the internet, www.redgreen.com.
Boy, this is too much!